played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Flames will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oregon's offense will have the first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Catch in the middle, it's Garcia. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Moore will throw. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Nice move there. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Moore to the air. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Caught in the backfield, it's Casper. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Back to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on 1st down. Rushes on him. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark the 40.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
They'll run the option. Finds a little space. Turning it on! And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. The Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Flames send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Moore will throw. Using the quick game. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Grab near the marker is Casper. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
As a quarterback, that's why I love the slant throw, because it can work 3rd and short. It can also work 3rd and medium. By the time the receiver catches that ball, he's by the sticks. It's a great play to go out and execute against a lot of different defenses and a lot of different down and distances.
Slides to back and leaves it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Garcia. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Ducks are marching down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counterplay into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He's loose.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Leaves it with the running back. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Moore to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. Trying to pound their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Touchdown, Oregon! Fit it in the window for the score.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now go off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Flames line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Moore will throw. Pulls it in. It's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caught by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got him downfield. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
And it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Makes the catch. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Ducks have their offense in high gear. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. They've got the screen set up. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore will throw. It's caught. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
They'll try to pound their way in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Basco. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the run. A strike downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And that triple option is exactly what it sounds like. You have the dive, the quarterback run, and the pitch. And the QB was a little bit confused what to do.
And you wondered if he would have had an opportunity to get that pitch off. But how are they going to get this option game going?
I got to do a really good job with my quarterback threatening that guy. I can't let him sit on the line of scrimmage and play patient where he can play me and slow play. I got to make him come to me, and then that pitch works a little bit faster.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moore to the air. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Dropping back, it's Vasco. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jenkins. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
And the Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gray. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He's at the tip. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
The Flames can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.